choices, including those about diet, do not stem from reason or knowledge, but rather from learning and training received from an early age. This is like a bakery clerk unconsciously acquiring the smell of cake, or how we naturally learn to speak our mother tongue. Our surroundings, parents, society, and culture constantly influence our perceptions, forming deep-seated views, also known as habits. These ingrained views dictate our choices. Even with food that we know is harmful, we struggle to break free due to habit, and may even find it enjoyable, as this feeling is the result of years of conditioning. Many nutritionists and experts, despite having correct knowledge, may also find it difficult to shake off the habits instilled in childhood. Therefore, the focus of this film is not merely to discuss diet, but to use diet as an entry point to expose the harm of incorrect views and how they lead us to unconsciously make self-destructive and self-harming choices. Our goal is to consciously reverse the faulty learning and training of the past few decades, using the correct views provided by science, and thereby make choices that are truly beneficial for our mind and body. Starting now, we will guide everyone to learn this step by step. The vicious cycle of diet and your brain. Hello everyone. Welcome to this podcast, brought to you by Vita Choice Limited. Today, we're talking about the vicious cycle of diet and your brain, a cycle between what you eat and how your brain controls your appetite. It's time to stop the guilt and understand the science behind why it's so hard to put down that bag of chips. Your executive assistant, the hippocampus. Let's start with a key player in your head, the hippocampus. This small, seahorse-shaped part of the brain acts as your brain's executive assistant. Its job is crucial. It processes memory, helps you navigate your surroundings, and, most importantly for this topic, it helps you manage your food intake. It takes those internal "I'm full" signals from your gut and uses that information to inhibit or stop your impulsive desire to keep eating. It helps you say, "I've had enough." The sneaky saboteur, the Western diet. Now, let's look at the impact of the typical Western diet, foods high in saturated fats and refined sugars. Research shows these foods are not just bad for your waistline. They are directly damaging your brain's executive assistant, the hippocampus. Here is the scientific breakdown of the harmful effects. Neuroinflammation. The fats and sugars trigger an inflammatory response in the brain. Think of it as a constant low-level fire that irritates and harms brain cells. Blood-brain barrier breakdown. This is your brain's security system. Diet can compromise this barrier, allowing harmful substances from the bloodstream to enter the brain more easily, weakening its protection. Reduced BDNF levels. BDNF is a protein vital for learning, memory, and the growth of new brain cells. A high-sugar, high-fat diet significantly reduces the amount of this protective protein. Microglial overdrive. Microglia are your brain's immune cells. A poor diet forces them into constant overdrive, causing them to inflict damage on healthy brain tissue instead of just protecting it. Crucially, this damage isn't slow. Studies suggest these physiological changes can begin to happen after just 10 days of consuming this diet. The vicious cycle model, VCM. This damage sets up what researchers call the vicious cycle model, VCM, or the outward spiral. It is a biologically driven trap. 1. You start eating more processed foods, stage 1. 2. The diet damages your hippocampus, stage 2. The "I'm full" signal detector is impaired. 3. You lose cognitive control over eating, stage 3. Your damaged hippocampus can't properly use the internal fullness cues, so you keep eating. You become more reactive to external food cues, like the smell of hot chips or seeing a chocolate commercial, even when you're physically full. 4. You eat more and cause even more damage, stage 4. The cycle reinforces itself. This is why it's not a matter of willpower. You are literally fighting against a compromised satiety system. Your brain's ability to help you stop eating has been weakened. This struggle can also lead to increased impulsivity and poorer performance on memory tasks, as the hippocampus is central to all cognitive functions. The good news: recovery and plasticity. Here is the most important takeaway. This cycle is not a life sentence. The brain has remarkable plasticity, meaning it can heal and adapt. Recent studies show that when animals switched from a high-fat, high-sugar diet back to a standard, healthy diet, their memory function and signs of inflammation normalized within weeks, even if their weight remained high. You can start healing your brain before you've lost all the weight. The path forward: supporting your brain. Breaking the VCM requires an understanding that you are addressing a neurobiological issue, not a moral failure. 1. Reduce the damage. Focus on slowly reducing saturated fats and refined sugars, which are the main culprits. 2. Support healing. Your brain loves these things. Regular physical activity. Exercise boosts BDNF, the brain healing protein. Adequate sleep. Your hippocampus consolidates memory and restores itself while you sleep. Stress management. Chronic stress is also harmful to the hippocampus. 3. Be patient. Give yourself time. Just as the damage takes a few weeks to start, the healing takes time to show results. By making these changes, you aren't just dieting. You are regaining your brain's natural ability to regulate your eating. You are moving from a vicious cycle to a virtuous one. We will see you next time.